Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for March 31st, 2025. This is for Aries. Last shuffle coming out for Aries. Let's see what's going on. Aries, we have fear and we have conflict. So there's something here about a person going through something, carrying this energy around you. And so what this looks like is the energy around you, right? Like the atmosphere may feel like foreboding, like what happened before is going to happen again. And Spirit saying that it's not necessarily, um, what's the word? Not unlikely, but you're not wrong for being worried. But you attract what you focus on, is what Spirit wants you to know. Like it may actually be what you're afraid of, right? But there's something about you being able to squash the issue this time. Okay, so if it's showing up the same way again, you need to know that you have the tools that it takes to dispel the problem that you were dealing with before. Okay, it may be time for you to give someone space or give a situation time and space. Okay, and that's the solution. The conflict is something that will change rapidly. It will end rapidly, but it may require you to just say, well, you know, I'm going to give it time. Whatever it was before, perhaps you're anticipating. They're showing you kind of anticipating an issue. Hermit, Six of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Three of Wands with fear. As the energy is looking like maybe someone is holding back from you, maybe not speaking, maybe they're being distant. They're acting as though you're a problem. You may feel like that. They're not acting that way, but they're giving. You know how someone would say, I just don't want to deal with issues, and then they don't deal with you. So then it's like it leads you to think, well, then maybe I'm the issue, right? Because if you're letting go of issues, someone said it to me one time before. I just don't want to deal with toxicity, and then they didn't speak to me, and I was like, is it me? Am I the toxicity? Because if it is, let me know so I can fix it. Or do you just need space, just in general? And so this is someone that just needs space. It's not you, but they just don't want to deal with any issues. And they're not saying you're an issue, but they just don't want to deal with anything. And with you, they may feel compelled to talk. They may feel compelled to speak, to communicate about what they're going through. They may feel compelled to be uh, like, here's what this looks like. You're not the problem, but because of your warmth and the fact that you would nurture a person, that would, they know that because they're in the state they're in, you would do more, and that would remind them consistently that they're trying to get away from an issue. So they may be taking space from you in general and allowing you to be your natural self rather than you being the one that's like, I'm going to help you. Hey, I know you're sad. Here's some chocolate. Just the fact that you're doing that reminds them consistently they're having issues. Spirit wants you to know that you're a very good person and that you're a very abundant person. Okay, they also seem to want to remind you that, for one, I'm seeing a messenger coming towards you. Okay, or a message, right? They may be sending a message, but this is Archangel Gabriel energy, and this tells me that you are meant to express yourself, and you're meant to express your true self and not one that's impacted by others. Not saying that other people are able to influence who you are, what you bring to the table, because you are who you are, and that's just it. But I see communication being highlighted, and more than anything else, this may be that you need to continue working on a project. Now, you may also be a medium and not even be aware of it for some of, you know what I mean? But you may also be aware of it. You're a medium. I'm seeing a medium, someone who's into marketing, television, radio, teaching, counseling, publishing, all that stuff, right? And it seems like it's time for you to put your energy into that. And who cares what anyone thinks? And you may be able to sense that someone has issues and they already are like, I don't, they may be taking space, getting some space between you two. And it's mostly because perhaps you could see right through. You see that there's something bothering them, and you may touch on it, know more about it than you even realize you know. And I'm seeing that that's true. Even if there's no signs of something, you can sense the change in someone's energy. So I think you need to focus. What Spirit's asking you to do is to say to yourself, you know, in the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. And by saying that, you are opening yourself up for love. You're opening yourself up for connections. You're opening yourself up for what you really truly want. Spirit wants you to ask yourself, what does my heart truly want for myself, right? And know that there's closeness between you and whoever or other people, that even though there's distance, there's still a closeness. That there's the message in that is like there's closeness between you and another, but to always give each other space, right? And that love never really truly claims, right? It simply allows and it simply gives. So I'm seeing angel number 2020, and that's usually a number of compassion. It's usually a number of mercy, of adaptability, of recovery, of diplomacy, of potential, renewal, even service. And so I see it's a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct. And so a lot of you, like I said, may be mediums. You may already know things you don't understand that you don't know how you know. And it's also an encouragement that you need to use your talents because it'll benefit the world in your pockets. You have a story to tell, you have something to express. And I feel that you need to focus more on that than anyone else around you. Be of service to others, right? Help um, when it's when it's necessary, when it's time to help. But helping, your potential is so enormous, like the potential to help people through your words, the power of your gifts is crazy. The conflict would be the tower and death. It seems as though the conflict is that you understand so much more than you even know that you do. I feel like that something happens and all of a sudden it's like you're able to see things that you never saw before. And it's a combination of experience, history, and just knowledge. Okay. You have your higher self here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. And your higher self may be telling you to work on your craft and hold back. Maybe to stay very conservative, keep your circle very small, and also to focus on your life's purpose or gifts, or if you have a story or something that you want to pursue, or a gift that you're saying, I know that somewhere along the line, either you have the gift of gab, you have the gift of writing, or you have the gift of mediumship. And you have a platform even too, especially use that, right, to focus on pursuing your gift, right, to develop it, to work on it, to perfect it, to do. You're already perfect, right? But we're focusing on communicating and learning here. You have your family, friends, and guides with strength, and three of cups rather. These family, friends, and guides, these are usually passed on loved ones or spirit guides, and it seems like they're keeping you company. I'm seeing them keeping you company. I'm seeing them strengthening your resolve, your conviction about how easily you're able to relate to others. I feel that they may be trying to show you how you were always able to relate to them, how you were always able to relate to certain people or others, or people that you love. That it's easy for you to communicate. It's easy for you to connect. It's very important that you don't seek validation from anyone. Don't seek anyone's approval. The color emerald or the stone is important to incorporate into your space because it the frequency is calm. It calms the spirit, the mind, the body, the soul. It calms all of these things, or it helps to. At least for you, it will. And Spirit wants you to use that to gain abundance Focus on what your heart truly wants, because I see you have a support on the other side. Look into your third house. Your third house speaks of your level of communication. It speaks on what you're learning, how you learn, the fact that it's time to express yourself. And it brings those things up about what you're meant to express, how people will receive what you have to say or what you have to show or bring to the table. You will know if you are not focusing on that, if you are manifesting your greatest fears, because your hands, your arms, and your shoulders, actually that space would be aching or hurt, or you would have issues with it, right? You go to write and it's like all of a sudden my hand hurts, or things of that nature. Spirit wants you to consecrate your land. So especially if you're a homeowner or you live on a private property, like I'm renting this space, even if you are living in an apartment building, a townhouse, a condo, they want you to plant 3 red flowers, or have 3 the flower pots around your door or in front of your door, right? Maybe not on the out, like if you're in a building, maybe you don't want to put them in front of your door, someone might take them, because some people, man, it's like, really, maybe in front of your door inside, right? 3 red flowers, different kinds. And that could be like poppies, geraniums, sumac, roses, wild roses. And if you have a healing or endangered tree on your property, they want you to tie a red ribbon, or perhaps like a magical cord around the trunk, and say things like, red is for the sap blood inside the spirit tree. Every full moon I will retie a cord of magic around you, kind of thing. You're talking to this tree. I'm going to make sure you're okay. I'm here for you, in a sense, because there are ancestor trees. There are trees that are sacred. They're older than us, right? And they carry energy. I'm seeing dolphins. Dolphins may be very important for you. Dolphins would tell you that although the problem is here, there's a way through it. So these things are true. Whatever is true, like this and that is true. That's true, but also this is true, right? And it will help to empower you. But you're perfect just the way you are, kind of vibe. You could be dealing with a Virgo. We have Leo. Scorpio is very, very prominent. So you could be dealing with a Leo Virgo cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.